Hi guys, how are you doing today? Welcome to this new video. In this one, I'm going to explain to you the difference between these two tenses. Future perfect simple and future perfect continuous, right? These are two advanced tenses, all right? And if you're in a B2 level, you probably already know them. But in a C1, you need to be able to master these two tenses. Right. Antes de empezar, por si no me conocéis, me presento. Yo soy Vero, Verónica, soy profesora de inglés preparadora de niveles B2 y C1. Y te voy a pedir que te quedes hasta el final porque por fin vas a entender de forma clara y con ejemplos la diferencia de significado de estos dos tiempos verbales de futuro, que son los dos más avanzados. Bien, déjame también en los comentarios si estás teniendo problemas para integrar estos tiempos verbales, tanto en tu speaking como en tu writing, ¿vale? Porque voy a estar resolviendo todas vuestras dudas y comentarios. Good. Let's begin. I think it's time to begin. Good. So, to start with, here we have two sentences, one in the future perfect simple and the other one in the future perfect continuous. Let's have a look first at the first sentence. In May, we will have lived together for 3 years. En mayo, habremos vivido juntos durante 3 años. Simple. But now let's move on to the other sentence, the continuous form. In May, we will have been living together for 3 years. En mayo, habremos estado viviendo juntos durante 3 años. Good. Can you see the difference in meaning? Let's begin with the first sentence, the future perfect. Good. Imagine you have a timeline. Let's draw a timeline here. It's not a perfect line, but well, it's my line. So don't be too hard on me. Here we have the past. At this end, we have the future. And here in the middle, we have the present time. Now. Good. When is this action taking place? We will have lived together for 3 years in May. Okay. This action, the meaning of this tense is this action started at some point in the past. We started living together, let's say, at this point. We don't know the exact point because it isn't stated in the sentence, but we can deduce that we started living at some point in the past. So here we started living together. Since the exact point in which we started living together is not stated in this sentence, we can presume that this action may have started now. Why not? So we started living together. Sorry, I'm going to erase this because I don't like that line. So let me see if I can. There's 2 arrows in one. I don't like it. I prefer 1 arrow. So it's clearer. Good. 1 arrow. So this action, we started living together, may have started in the past or in the present time, okay? At the moment of speaking, right? We don't know because it's not stated in the sentence. The speaker doesn't indicate when, but what is for sure is that it started in the past or in the present time, right? In May, have a look at in May. In May is a point in the future, right? Imagine this is May, right? So we will have lived together for 3 years means that from the moment in which this action began, whereas in the past or in the present, in May, we will have lived together for 3 years. So between now and May, or between the past and May, we will have lived together for 3 years, right? So that's the meaning, right? Good. I hope everything's good till here. Now we're going to move on to the future perfect continuous. Do you remember what is a continuous form? A continuous form makes emphasis on the duration of the action, right? Always. So have a look at the sentence. In May, we will have been living together for 3 years. Good. Let's draw another timeline so it's more visual and you can understand better the meaning. So here we have the past. At this end, we have the future. And here in the middle, we have now. Right. So in May is this point between now and the future. Okay. So it's a future time in May. This is May. Here, the action is we will have been living together. Have a look at the verb. Instead of live, we change lived for been living, a continuous form. And is also a compound continuous form. So this is making emphasis on the duration of the action. We want to emphasize the fact that this action has been taking place for some time, right? So this action may have started here in the past. We started living together, or maybe now. We don't know because the speaker doesn't say if they started living together last year or now. Okay, it's not stated in the sentence. So whether it's now or in the past, when we started living together, we are making emphasis on the duration of this action, right? So 3 years, maybe this span of time or this shorter one, from now till May, from some point in the past till May, right? So the future perfect, right? The meaning indicates completion before the future time. It makes more emphasis on the completion of the action, right? Whereas the future perfect continuous is more focused on this ongoing action, the duration of the action. Is that right? Good. So, all this said, right? We are going to have a look at the form. We have seen the meaning, and now we are going to see the form. How do we form the future perfect simple and the future perfect continuous? It's not that difficult, really. Let's change to purple. Good. So, in the case of future perfect simple, we have the auxiliary verb will, have, and live, right? Will is an auxiliary verb, have is an auxiliary verb, and live is the verb plus past, right? If it's an irregular verb, it will be completely different, right? If it's a regular verb, we just add ed at the end, right? In the case of future perfect continuous, we also have the auxiliary will. We also have been in the past, which is an auxiliary plus to be in past participle. And the main verb plus ing. ing always indicates duration, continuous form, right? Good. So, as I said at the beginning of the video, let me know if you have any questions about this. I'll be helping you in the comments. Also, remember, I'm on Instagram as well, also on LinkedIn now, so you can write to me there as well, okay? Write in the comments, write me via DM, whatever you feel most comfortable with. So, future perfect simple and future perfect continuous. There's no right or wrong. The only difference is the meaning, right? It's just the meaning. So, well, I'm finished this mini lesson and I hope to see you here in the next video. Have a nice day. Bye bye.